It was busy? Shit. That's too bad. So now you're off for a few days, or is it like, was it you that said you were like 24 hours on, 48 hours off? Oh, okay, so, oh yeah, so that is 24 on, 48 off. Oof. My dude, holy shit, that's tough, man. So is it like muscle memory for you, like being a paramedic? Because you've been doing it for like 20 years, is that right? Is that what you said? Yeah. Damn. Pretty much, yeah. So what are you gonna do on your days off? Do you kind of just end up like sleeping because you're so tired from your days on, or are you able to like get out and do stuff and reclaim that life? Nothing, yeah. Yeah, just chill, right? First day's sleep. Yeah, catch up on all your lost sleep, I bet. Oh, you guys. Coffee's ready. Coffee's ready, you guys. Hey, how's it going? Hazel Tari, you have a question. I did a sourdough with seeds 22% and it didn't rise enough. Could it be the seeds give it too much humidity? Shit. How's your sourdough culture? That would be my first question. Is it vigorous enough to leaven the bread with 22% seeds? Is the 22% according to the flour? Because that's a lot of seeds that you'll need good strength, right? Depending on the seeds maybe, but 22 seems pretty high. And what did the crumb look like when you baked it? And what was your dough temperature when you finished mixing it? It might have been under fermented. Yeah. If your dough temperature was too high, that's another problem too. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many variables. And if you really want to like peg it down, that's why it's a good idea to take as many notes as you can about the dough temperature. Yeah, you could try it again and just do like keep notes and aim for like 24 to 26 degrees Celsius dough temperature when it's finished mixing. Make sure your sourdough culture is nice and vigorous. How many percent would you recommend? I'd start with 15. 15, see how you like the crumb, and then go from there. You can add another 5%. You know, see how it goes from there. If you want more seeds, more fiber, you could even go up another 5% and compare all the crumbs as you go, and then you might, yeah. I'm getting a coffee. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Cheers, you guys. Yeah, that's my one recommendation. Keep track of as many notes as you can, because you'll see as you test more and practice more. Baking is all about practice. Jeez, there we go. What do I have? 4, 8, 12, 16. 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. So I need 3 more. One. Two. 3. And then the rest of this dough here is just going to be for baguette dough. Baguette. So is anyone going to do any vacations this holiday? Hope you're all double vaxxed, triple vaxxed. Once these are pre-shaped, we'll have to fold the multigrain, probably the sourdoughs as well. We'll take a look at the breads, see if anything's ready for the oven. Drink some tasty coffee. You're gonna stay home, yeah. I just want to travel. Travel bug. I only get like 3 weeks a year to travel. We take 2 weeks off at Christmas, and then we usually take a week in summertime to go camping or something. Good bread baking book recommendation, Hazel, I would recommend Bread by Jeffrey Hamelman. It's pretty much the go-to for many artisan bread bakers. we'll fold the doughs. This does not sound like reggae. I wish you guys could pick the music. I would prefer that. That would be fun. Hopefully you guys would donate like a bunch of flute music, shitty flute music. That's always my favorite. So we got our whole wheat sourdough here. Ready for the oven. We'll just be giving it a score, sending it away. And in this rack, it's just more sourdoughs and our potato onion, which is still needing more time. So for this bread here, now we need to get our linens and our pans together. Got a lot of bread to make today, so we'll probably need a lot of linen. See, they're nice, tucked away, organized. Dry. flour on here. So we folded the French twice, multigrain once, all the sourdoughs once. We still have to finish mixing cinnamon raisin. I gotta soak the raisins. Oh, I should have done that earlier. Just waiting on the oven to preheat for the whole wheat sourdough. Oh, thank you. This is practice. The more you do it, the better you get. The 10,000 hour meme. Oh. My oven's ready. that, I have a rack on my left too. It's important that you take a sip of coffee between every 8 loaves. Very important. Most important thing in the bakery. You guys okay with the reggae? The reggae. Sorry if I like fuck up these names. Rusky Man? Is it Rusky Man? How long have I been a baker? Too long. I'm old, man. Can I just say like over 10 years? My scuffed stream setup, man. I'm just on my phone. For some reason, the brightness on my phone went down, even though it's like plugged in. So it's like even harder to read chat right now. I swear if I touch it, it'll probably turn the stream off. I knock it over and it shuts off for some reason. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to use OBS. And then maybe you guys can be in control of the playlist. You guys can turn me into a grumpy baker by playing shit music. You like macarons or is it macaroons? If it's the coconut one, those are macaroons. If it's the French egg white cookie, those are macarons. How do you get into bakery? No need to go to school? No. I mean, I didn't. If you have a general, like, if you have what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, if you have a passion for it, right? And you buy the books and you do the reading and you do the practice and you do the testing and, you know, if it's something you're really interested in, I would say you don't need to go to school. Try to find a bakery that would take you on as like a green worker, and hopefully they'll put you at the shaping table and let you practice shaping bread. But, yeah, you know what, fuck, save your money, you know? Like, you can learn all this stuff at home or, like, on the job. Like, I wouldn't drop money for tuition just to go to baking school. Unless it's, like, I don't know, like, if bread is, like, what you want to do, like, you know, I can only speak about bread and like laminated pastries. Like like if, you know, if you're interested in cakes and whatnot, then maybe school would be worth it. But like if you're explicitly asking for bread, I think bread school might not be worth it. I think you could learn more on the job if you find a baker that would take you on, or macaroons then. Oh, you like the coconut ones. That's cool that you don't need to necessarily go to school for it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can, like, shit. You buy 1 or 2 good artisan bread books and you put in the work at home and you teach yourself kind of thing. You'll be good to go. Go to some farmers markets, try to sell your bread there. Cash money, guys. And, you know, if you end up liking it a lot, then you can maybe start a business that way. Because at the farmers market, you can make your customer base before you have a brick and mortar location. Hey, Matt Murdoch. Hello, Matt Murdoch. You make me a pizza and take it to my home. I'm hungry. What's up, Alexis? Your gray name is hard to read. What's your favorite kind of bread do you like to work on the most? Probably the sourdoughs. Yeah, if you don't have a customer base and you go to open a bakery, brick and mortar, like that's a lot of investment. That's a lot of probably pre-open work that you have to do before you're up to code. There's taxes. And right now with suppliers, like our flour just went up 33%. Butter's going up like maybe 12% or more. I think cheese went up 8%. Yeah, and I just saw an article today on Reuters about, it looks like Australia went from something like $8 or $9 a ton for wheat to like $45. So there's like massive, and this isn't just supply chain. This has to do with drought, like poor harvest conditions, right? So it's not like the stuff just can't get to the port. It's that we had a bad harvest, and next year doesn't look very better, right? Like, so prices are going up. And will continue to go up regardless of whether the ports figure themselves out or not, right? Because there's a shortage of wheat, or there's going to be, right? So the price has to go up. All right, guys. I gotta clean out the mixing bowl so we can get started on the cinnamon raisin. Scratch that. We'll do the baguettes first. And actually, if you want to do, I would like, yeah, if you want to go to a farmer's market and try to make some cash money, I would do something easy, like jams, you know, something that you can produce in a weekend and make enough for the month or something, you know, or like cookies, something easy that you don't have to, I don't know, like we did farmer's markets, and it's a lot of work doing bread at farmer's markets because you have to wake up even earlier to get that production started and going, and then you got to bake it all, you got to pack it all, and then you got to schlep it all to the market, you got to sell it. I was so jealous of the people who rolled up to the markets just in their car with like a box of jam, and they just, you know, sat there reading their book. Not that jam making is easy, right? But like compared to producing, you know, 200 loaves of fresh bread for a market, yeah, jam is easy, right? Like, it's a shelf-stable product, right? Like, you're comparing a fresh product to a shelf-stable product. So the baguettes are going to be 350 grams. Is it just me working tonight? I have a guy that comes in later on to handle the rest of the bake. With COVID and everything, we shifted the way that we did our production so that if someone got sick, it was a less risk for everyone else and that the shop could still open. So I've been working these the generator hours for a while now, but better than, you know, everyone getting sick and the shop having to close. But it works out. I sleep during the day while my son is at school pretty much, so, and then I get to hang out with them in the evening. And you know, like, it won't always be like this. I'm sure someone will come around and offer me $1 million to buy the bakery, and then my wife and I can retire to some tropical island. We'll become island people. Maybe one of you are some crypto god or oil prince, and you guys want to buy a bakery. Fully functioning. I'll even train you. No less than 5 million though. So we'll just pre-shape these, throw them on board so they get an extra long rest so they're easier to shape. Maybe if I hadn't had sold Dogecoin so early, could have been me. Poor doggy. Hey, as long as you were in the green, that's all that matters. I wouldn't worry about anything else. What could have been. What could have been. So yeah, these are the baguettes. If I invested in Bitcoin when it came out, I might buy your bakery. I remember back in the day, I think it was like, 2004? I was, like when the Silk Road was still around, I was looking into how to buy Bitcoin, and it was so hard back then, or I was just so dumb back then. I couldn't figure it out, and I gave up. But who knows what would have happened, right? Maybe I'd be bankrupt. I probably would have like paper handsed it and sold at a loss. All right. So sourdoughs are ready. We'll load those into the deck oven. Here they are. Here's our bread blade. Don't cut yourself while you're scoring bread. Be no bueno. So you want one nice smooth cut. And you don't want to go too deep. But you don't want to go too shallow either. Scoring is probably one of the trickier things with bread baking, or artisan bread baking. All right, I gotta get this bowl cleaned out. What state is your bakery located at? We're in Canada. Cardano price hits 200. I don't think ADA will ever hit that. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, good luck. I always mess up scoring like really badly. Maybe it's the knife you're using. If you're using like a serrated blade, maybe it's dragging and being jagged. Or maybe your straight blade is too dull. Or it could be the skin of your dough is too moist, so it sticks to the blade while you're cutting it. Or it's too dry, and well, the dry one is, yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about if you ever experienced it. But I gotta hunker down, get this bowl cleaned out. It's crazy, you can take like a bread that you've made over 3 days, and if you fuck up on scoring, which is the last part before baking, right? It can ruin the look, right? So you have 3 days of work that just go out the window because the scoring was done improperly. I mean, the bread will still be edible, but dividing the multigrain probably after we get this mix started. So we have all our prep stuff for this recipe already prepped. We got our honey, got our dry 1, dry 2, we'll get our water. This bread mix is a little bit longer, so you want to go with cooler water. What do the wires go up in the ceiling? Are there no power outlets? So about a month ago, my sheeter died, or not died, yeah, it died.